Hello. How are you all doing? I hope you're having a great day. Today, we have some really important content to share. Imagine a mystery hidden within your own body, something that could turn into a silent danger. Today, we're going to talk about something very important for our health: diabetes and diabetic ketoacidosis. You may have heard of diabetes before, but do you know what it really means? Let's imagine together, as if we were chatting with a friend. Diabetes is a condition that occurs when the body can't use blood sugar the right way. Sugar is very important because it's the fuel that gives our bodies energy to function, like gasoline makes a car run. Normally, we have a substance in our bodies called insulin, which helps sugar enter the cells, where it's used as energy. But when someone has diabetes, the body doesn't produce enough insulin or can't use insulin properly. This causes sugar to circulate in the blood instead of being used by the cells. Now, let's talk about diabetic ketoacidosis, which is a serious complication of diabetes. Think of diabetic ketoacidosis as an alarm that the body triggers when blood sugar levels are too high for too long. When this happens, the body starts producing substances called ketones. These ketones build up in the blood and can be very dangerous if not treated quickly. Imagine our body is like a big city. The sugar in the blood is the main source of energy for the city, like electricity that makes everything work. Insulin, which is a substance produced by our body, acts like the electrician who distributes the energy, sugar, to all the houses, cells, in the city, body. When everything is working well, insulin takes the sugar from the blood and delivers it to the cells, which use this energy to work, play, study, and do everything we need to do every day. But when someone has diabetes, this electrician, insulin, isn't doing their job properly. Either they don't have the right tools, enough insulin, or they don't know how to use these tools correctly. The body doesn't respond to insulin. As a result, sugar gets stuck in the blood and doesn't reach the cells. Now, imagine that in this city, the energy isn't reaching the houses. People start looking for other ways to get energy. This is where diabetic ketoacidosis comes in. When the body's cells can't get the sugar from the blood for energy, the body goes into emergency mode. It starts breaking down fats to try to get the energy it needs. But by doing this, the body produces substances called ketones. These ketones are like toxic waste. If they build up too much in the blood, they can make the body very sick. Diabetic ketoacidosis is, therefore, a situation where the body is overloaded with blood sugar and also full of this toxic waste. Why is this so important? Well, as we mentioned earlier, ketones are toxic. They can cause several serious problems in the body. Imagine that your city starts getting filled with trash on the streets. This not only makes everything dirty and smelly, but it can also attract diseases and health problems. The same thing happens in our bodies when ketones build up. Let's think together. If you knew that your city was starting to fill up with trash, wouldn't you want to do something to fix it as quickly as possible? Of course, you would. And that's exactly why we need to recognize the warning signs of diabetic ketoacidosis. These signs are like warnings that the situation is becoming dangerous and that we need to take quick action to clean up the trash in our bodies and make everything go back to normal. By recognizing these warning signs early, we can seek medical help quickly and prevent the situation from becoming an emergency. Knowing what to look for and acting fast can make a big difference. Think of it as playing a rescue game, where you need to save your city from disaster. Recognizing the signs of diabetic ketoacidosis is like having a map that shows you where the problems are so that you can act and save the day. Ready to discover the first warning sign? Then stay with us, and let's learn together more about how to take care of our bodies and recognize when they need help. We want you, your family, and your friends to be well informed so you can recognize these signs and act quickly. And don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel to get more important tips about diabetes. First warning sign: unexplained weight loss. Imagine you're following your usual routine, eating well, exercising, and taking care of yourself, but suddenly, you start losing weight rapidly without changing anything in your diet or physical activity. This could be a sign that something is wrong in your body. When blood sugar levels are too high and not being properly used by the body's cells, the body goes into emergency mode. It starts looking for other energy sources, and the main alternative is fat. The body begins to break down fat to get energy since it can't use sugar properly. This results in significant and rapid weight loss. Meet Pedro. He loves playing soccer, eating fruits and vegetables, and living an active life. One day, He notices that his clothes are getting loose, and he feels weaker than usual. His friends at school even ask if he's sick because he looks thinner. Pedro hasn't changed his diet, continues playing soccer, and does all the things he enjoys, yet he's still losing weight. This is a warning sign. Pedro's parents take him to the doctor, and the doctor discovers that Pedro has diabetic ketoacidosis. Thanks to his parents' attention and the visit to the doctor, Pedro gets the treatment he needs to feel better and return to his normal weight. Unexplained weight loss can be scary, but it's important to remember that it's your body trying to tell you something is wrong. If you notice that you're losing more than 10% of your body weight in a short period, without any apparent reason, it's crucial to see a doctor immediately. This rapid weight loss could be a sign of diabetic ketoacidosis, a condition that requires urgent treatment to avoid serious complications. Now, think about your own life or the lives of the people you love. If you or someone you know is losing weight quickly and without an apparent reason, don't ignore this sign. Seek medical help. Remember, acting quickly can make a big difference in health and well-being. It's like being in a race against time. Recognizing the warning signs early and seeking help can help prevent bigger problems and keep you healthy. Unexplained weight loss is just one of the signs your body can give you. Second warning sign: excessive thirst and frequent urination. Now that we've talked about unexplained weight loss, let's move on to the second warning sign of diabetic ketoacidosis: excessive thirst and frequent urination. This sign is easy to notice, so pay attention. Our body is like a complex machine that needs water to function properly. When blood sugar levels are too high, our body tries to get rid of this excess sugar. And how does it do this? Through urine. This means that, in an attempt to eliminate the excess sugar, the body makes us urinate more frequently. Imagine you're an energetic, active person who loves to exercise, and suddenly you start feeling very thirsty, much more than usual. It seems like no matter how much water you drink, you never feel satisfied. On top of that, you notice you're going to the bathroom a lot more, even during the night, interrupting your sleep. When you see a doctor, they explain that your body is trying to get rid of the excess sugar in your blood through urine, which is why you're so thirsty. This is a classic sign that blood sugar levels are too high and something is wrong. Excessive thirst, also known as polydipsia, and frequent urination, known as polyuria, are important signs because they indicate that the body is desperately trying to balance blood sugar levels. It's like the body is asking for help, saying it needs more water to try to get rid of the extra sugar. So, it's important to pay attention. Don't ignore these signs. They can indicate that your blood sugar levels are too high, which can be dangerous if left untreated. Let's suppose your body is like a car. If the fuel tank is too full and starts leaking, the car won't work properly. Similarly, when the body has too much sugar in the blood, it doesn't function correctly and tries to get rid of this excess sugar through urine. Drinking a lot of water and urinating frequently are signs that the tank is leaking and needs to be fixed quickly. If you or someone you know is drinking a lot of water and going to the bathroom frequently, don't hesitate to see a doctor. The sooner you seek help, the faster you can solve the problem and avoid serious complications. Third warning sign: nausea, vomiting, and abdominal pain. These symptoms can be important signs that something isn't right in your body. When blood sugar levels are very high and the body can't use it properly, it starts producing ketones. Imagine ketones as little villains that begin to cause havoc in your body. These villains are toxic and can make you feel very sick. Nausea and vomiting occur because these ketones irritate the stomach and digestive system. The body tries to get rid of the villains, but as long as they are present, you may feel nauseous and have the urge to vomit. It's like your stomach is saying, "Hey, something's wrong here." Additionally, excessive production of ketones can cause abdominal pain. This pain can be mild, like discomfort, or severe, like a cramp. The body is trying to deal with the excess sugar and ketones, and this can cause pain in the belly. These symptoms are serious and need attention. If you feel nauseous, vomit, or have abdominal pain, especially if these symptoms appear suddenly and for no apparent reason, it's important to seek medical help. Ignoring these signs can lead to more severe problems. Let's remember what we've learned so far. The body gives us signs when something isn't right, and it's our responsibility to pay attention and act quickly. We've already talked about unexplained weight loss and excessive thirst with frequent urination. Now, we know that nausea, vomiting, and abdominal pain are another important warning sign of diabetic ketoacidosis. If you notice these symptoms in yourself or someone you know, don't hesitate to seek medical help. It's always better to act quickly to avoid complications and ensure the person receives the necessary treatment. Share in the comments if you've ever had a personal experience or if you know someone who has experienced any of these symptoms. Fourth warning sign, ketotic breath. Let's now understand the fourth warning sign of diabetic ketoacidosis, ketotic breath. This is a very important sign and may be a bit different from the others we've discussed. When the body is producing too many ketones due to high blood sugar, it tries to get rid of them in various ways. One of these ways is through breathing. In addition to rapid and deep breathing, ketotic breath has a peculiar smell. This smell is often described as fruity or apple-like. This odor is not normal and is an indicator that there is an excess of ketones in the body. Here's why this happens. Ketones are acids, and when they build up in the blood, they cause a condition called acidosis. The body, in an attempt to get rid of these acids, changes the way it breathes to expel more carbon dioxide, which is acidic, through the lungs. This is the reason for the rapid and deep breathing. So, if you notice someone breathing rapidly and deeply, and their breath has a fruity smell, it could be a sign that their blood sugar levels are very high. This person needs immediate medical help to avoid serious complications. Paying attention to breathing is very important. It's one of the signals the body gives to indicate that something is wrong. Ketotic breath is a clear sign that the body is in an emergency state and needs urgent treatment. Fifth warning sign, fatigue and weakness. This sign can be easy to notice because it affects energy and the ability to perform daily activities. When blood sugar is very high and the body can't use it for energy, a person may feel extremely tired and weak. Even after resting, this feeling of fatigue and weakness may persist. This happens because the body cells are not receiving the fuel they need to function properly. Imagine your body is like a car that needs fuel to run. If the fuel tank is full but the car can't use that fuel, it won't work properly and may even stop. Similarly, when the body has too much sugar in the blood but can't use it, it feels tired and weak. If you notice that you're feeling very tired and weak, especially if it happens suddenly and for no apparent reason, it's important to pay attention. This extreme fatigue could be a sign that your blood sugar levels are very high and need to be checked by a doctor. Don't ignore these signs. Fatigue and weakness can be a warning that the body is overwhelmed and needs help. Seeking medical help can make a big difference in your health and well-being. Sixth warning sign, mental confusion. This sign can be a bit alarming, but it's important to understand and recognize it. Elevated blood sugar levels can affect how the brain functions. When blood sugar is too high, the brain can't operate properly, which may cause mental confusion. A person might have difficulty concentrating, thinking clearly, or even remembering things. Imagine you're at school, trying to pay attention in class, but suddenly you feel like you can't understand what the teacher is explaining. Everything seems confusing and hard to follow. This could be a sign that blood sugar levels are very high. Mental confusion can manifest in various ways. It might be trouble with simple tasks, forgetting important things, or even feeling lost in familiar places. If someone you know is acting strangely, having trouble focusing, or seeming confused, it could be a sign they need medical help to check their blood sugar levels. Paying attention to these signs is crucial to ensure the person gets the appropriate treatment as soon as possible. Mental confusion can be frightening, but recognizing this sign and seeking medical help can make a big difference in the person's health. Before we continue, I noticed you haven't liked this video yet. If you're enjoying the content and want to see more videos like this, please give us a like. Your support is very important to us and helps us bring the best content to you. Seventh warning sign, abnormal breathing. When we stop after running a lot, our breathing becomes rapid and heavy. But after a few minutes of rest, it returns to normal. Now, imagine someone who is breathing rapidly and deeply without having run or exerted any effort. This could be a sign that something is wrong. This type of breathing, known as Kussmaul breathing, can occur when someone has diabetic ketoacidosis. But what exactly is this? Let's explain it simply. When the body detects high levels of ketones, it tries to get rid of them in various ways, including through breathing. That's why the breathing can become rapid and deep. The body is trying to expel the excess acids to balance the blood's pH. This deep and heavy breathing is a sign that the body is on alert and trying to correct a serious problem. So, what should we do if we notice someone breathing this way? First, it's important not to panic. We know it can be scary to see someone breathing like this, But staying calm is crucial to help the person in the best way possible. The next step is to seek medical help immediately. Diabetic ketoacidosis is a medical emergency, which means it requires prompt attention to avoid more severe complications. Doctors can perform blood tests to check the levels of sugar and ketones and start treatment to help stabilize the person's condition. While waiting for medical help, try to keep the person comfortable. If possible, have them sit or lie down in a quiet, well-ventilated place. Talk to them and try to keep them calm. If they are conscious, offer water to keep them hydrated, but only if they can drink it without difficulty. It's important to remember that diabetic ketoacidosis can develop quickly and at any time, especially in people who are not managing their diabetes well. That's why it's essential to always be alert to warning signs and act quickly when necessary. These signs can include extreme thirst, frequent urination, fatigue, stomach pain, nausea or vomiting, and abnormal breathing. Paying attention to these signs can make the difference between addressing the problem quickly or letting it worsen. Remember, health is our priority, and we must take good care of our bodies. If something seems unusual or out of the ordinary, never hesitate to seek help. Diabetic ketoacidosis is treatable, but the sooner we act, the better it will be for the affected person. Now, how about discussing when exactly to seek medical help? This information is crucial to ensure everyone stays safe and healthy. When to seek medical help? Now that we've discussed the warning signs of diabetic ketoacidosis, like abnormal breathing, it's crucial to know when to seek immediate medical help. Recognizing these signs can make the difference between successful treatment and a situation that becomes much more serious. Think of the body like a house, and blood sugar is the energy that keeps everything running smoothly. When blood sugar levels get too high and uncontrolled, it's like a fire starting in that house. If we don't act quickly to put out the fire, it can spread and cause much greater damage. Diabetic ketoacidosis is like that fire, a problem that can escalate rapidly if not treated in time. Let's recap the signs that indicate it's time to seek urgent medical help. Extreme thirst and frequent urination. If you or someone you know has an insatiable thirst and needs to go to the bathroom much more often than usual, it could be a sign that blood sugar levels are out of control. This happens because the body is trying to get rid of excess sugar through urine. Rapid and unexplained weight loss. Losing weight without trying is something that needs to be taken seriously. When the body can't use sugar for energy, it starts breaking down fat quickly, leading to weight loss. Nausea, vomiting, or intense abdominal pain. These symptoms can easily be mistaken for other illnesses, but when they occur alongside other warning signs, they could indicate diabetic ketoacidosis. Breath with a strange odor. If someone's breath has a fruity or sweet smell, it could be caused by ketones and is a sign that something is very wrong. Extreme fatigue and persistent weakness. Feeling tired is normal from time to time, but if fatigue is extreme and doesn't improve with rest, it could be a sign that the body is struggling to function properly. Mental confusion and difficulty thinking clearly. As mentioned before, when the brain isn't getting the energy it needs, it can affect the ability to think clearly and concentrate. Rapid and deep breathing. Kussmaul breathing is one of the most visible and dangerous signs that the body is trying to compensate for a serious imbalance. If you notice any of these signs in yourself or someone else, it is essential to act immediately. Diabetic ketoacidosis can lead to severe complications, including coma or even life-threatening situations, if not treated quickly. Think of it like a fire alarm. When it goes off, we can't ignore it. We need to act fast to ensure everyone's safety. Don't hesitate to seek medical help. Go to the hospital or call emergency services as soon as possible. Remember, it's better to be cautious and seek help than to risk the situation worsening. Stay informed and vigilant. Knowing the warning signs and knowing when to seek help is one of the most effective ways to protect yourself and your loved ones. Never underestimate the importance of taking good care of your health. Let's always remember that our body gives us signs when something is wrong. Listening to and acting on these signs is essential for maintaining a healthy and safe life. Well, we've reached the end of our video, and I hope you've learned a lot about diabetic ketoacidosis and the warning signs that can save lives. Before we say goodbye, I want to highlight something very important. Diabetes is a serious condition, and if not properly managed, it can have very severe consequences. Think of diabetes as a silent time bomb. If we don't pay attention to the signs and take good care of our bodies, this bomb might explode when we least expect it. This might sound scary, but it's true. Diabetes can lead to severe complications like diabetic ketoacidosis, coma, and even death. But here's the good news. You can make a difference. Now that you know the warning signs, you can help yourself and those around you stay safe. Remember, the body always gives clues when something is wrong. Don't put it off. If you suspect someone has dangerously high blood sugar levels, seek medical help immediately. It's better to be cautious and ask for help than to take unnecessary risks. Taking care of your health is like tending a garden. We need to water, prune, and protect it so it blooms and grows strong. With the body, it's the same. By paying attention to the signs and seeking treatment when necessary, we can ensure it functions well and stays healthy. So, always stay alert and take good care of your body and health. This way, you can continue doing the things you love and live a long, happy life. Thank you for watching the video. If you liked it and think this content is important, don't forget to give us a like and subscribe to the channel. Your support helps us keep bringing more useful information to you and your family. Take care and see you in the next video.